hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer, a screamer.
What is going on, YouTube? So today I'm going to be doing the Bad Boys Club LA Season 1, Episode 2 recap. Before I get started, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys thought about the episode. So, y'all, this series is triggering the out of me. Like, it's hard for me to review this because it's like, it gets me. Like, the first episode was okay, but the second episode irritated the out of me. Like, I don't know. Like, it really did. Okay, it starts off with the aftermath of Derell and Milan fighting, right? So they show them like getting broken up and everything like that. And Milan, no wonder he keeps that hat. You know how niggas keep the strap on him? No wonder he keeps that hat on him, because without the hat, he looks old as hell. Like, without the hat, he looked like an old grandpa just fighting and tussling and ruddling in the mud. Like, he looked very, very much old. Like, ooh, Jesus. You seen the veins, all that stuff. So then Darrell's funny because he said he felt like he was fighting a bobcat. That was funny as fuck. So then they did a round two or whatever. Milan ends up sneaking on Derell to fight him and stuff like that. But the whole thing with Milan sneaking Derell, I don't think it was really justified, because clearly Derell is drunk as ever. And of course, what he did to Dylan was wrong. But you sneaking him when he drunk, like, that's an obvious. Like, you can tell Derell wasn't really in the fighting mind space, because he had already fought a bunch of times before too, and he's like inebriated as fuck. Like, he's drunk as hell. So it's like, that was kind of dumb or whatever. So then, when Milan snuck on Derell, he threw a drink at him first, so it got on Karan's coat. So Karan's like, "Y'all messing up people, bro. Y'all messing up people. Y'all getting all on all of my stuff. This is crazy," or whatever. So then Gutter starts making fun of him in the confession. He's like, "I don't know, like, why he was really mad about that coat. Like, that coat gave very much, Macy's. He gave very much, J.C. Penney's, cotton. Fuck is he talking about? Like, it could get replaced. It's not custom. It's not designer. Like." So basically, Gutter was basically saying, like, the coat basically came from Macy's and it wasn't that big of a deal. I feel like Carry-On just did that just so he could get a little bit of extra camera time, so he could show that he's mad that all of this chaos is going on or everything like that. And then we see Moolah, bitch ass, in the confession talking about, "Oh, these dudes should have auditioned for Bad Girls Club instead of Bad Boys Club." I don't know what show. The thing is, there's the thing with just any show bad. Any show with the word bad in it, bad girls, blue girls, bad, all anything bad. Most of the fan base is gay guys, gay men. I don't think people realize that. Most of Bad Girls Club fan base is gay guys. I don't think a lot of people realize that. It really is. Like, there's more of those type of fans than regular straight girls, because some straight girls, they don't. The headache gives them a drama. I mean, gives the drama. I said the headache gives them a drama. The drama gives them a headache. You feel me? So it's like, gay dudes are the main people that watch those type of Bad Girls Club type shows, because for them it's exciting and everything like that. For us, it's exciting to watch it, and it's fun. It's entertaining. So I don't know why he thought, let me sign up for this show, right? And it's just gonna be a bunch of straight dudes walking up in that room. Really? Like, that's what irritates me about him, because it's like he thought he was signing up for like Big Brother or something like that. Like, this isn't this show. Like, you really got it messed up. Like, you didn't see the people in the comments when Natalie posted audition. It was straight up gay dudes talking about, "Oh, I want to submit an audition. I'm gonna submit an audition." Like, come on now. So of course, Natalie's telling Milan, and Natalie got on my nerves this episode too, because she was just irritating as hell this whole episode. She's just like, "Milan, that's really dope how you had Dylan's back. That's really dope how you had Dylan's back." She kept repeating it over and over. I'm like, "Okay, Natalie, we get it. Get out the frame, girl. I thought you said you was gonna go home. I thought you said you wasn't gonna be all throughout the episode." She was in the whole episode today, y'all. Like, all up in the episode. This is what I mean. Well, I know this season didn't shoot long from all the spoiler videos that I did, because the next episode is already the episode where freaking the baby fought Danny Lay's brother. And I remember that was right before the end of the season. So I know this season wasn't extremely long. So they're cutting in some stuff and adding it in to make it seem like this season's actually really long, but it's really not. They shot like very, very short. So yeah. So he just kept repeating that. Natalie's just like, oh, that's really cool. You had Dylan's back. Dylan lying ass talking about in the confession. He's just like, not gonna lie, like Milan, I respect Milan doing that, but I could have handled that myself, my dude. Like he didn't have to do that, but I respect it and I thank him for it. But it was really unnecessary. I don't think that's true because Dylan, you were scared after Darrell fought you. And you was even scared to walk up because you thought you was gonna get jumped by I don't know if Darrell had a ghost because freaking Willow was gonna jump you with him. Like he was just scared the whole time after the Darrell fight. So like him saying that in the confessionals, I'm like, that's not true, Dylan. But it's glad you think so. It's really glad you think so. Props up to your mama. So Gut is like, oh, he doesn't agree that Milan should have defended him. And I agree with him too, especially because of what Dylan said in the confessional, because he's like, oh, he didn't have to do that or whatever, and blah, blah, blah. Does Gutta, because he's in the confessionals, does he have a clothing line too? Because I don't know what brand is this. He had the same brand, right, in the confessional that he had in the episode. Like he had the jacket with the same brand as the confessional shirt. So it's like, is that his own clothing line too? Because we already know Mr. Mulamo, Mr. Talk Sexuality, Nothing Else. That's what we're gonna call him. Talk Sexuality, Nothing Else. So throughout my reviews, that's Mula's a new nickname. It's Talk Sexuality, Nothing Else. Okay. Because that's what Mula's all about. He want to know all the teas. He want to know what's going on in your bedroom, who's sticking it, licking it, dipping it and doing it. He wants to know all of that in your bedroom. Okay, so it's talk sexuality, nothing else. See, that sounds more of a ring than talk money, nothing else. But that's just besides the point. So Gutta was like, she was talking crap about Milan because he was like, oh, Milan doesn't give, like you're really 40 fighting and stuff like that. Milan to me is the one of the most embarrassing characters on the show because you're really old and you're fighting. You're damn near 40. You've been on reality TV before, like at that age, if I'm doing some crazy stuff like that, I'll be embarrassed because it's like, damn, like you should really be settled. Like this is some 20-year-olds type stuff while you hooping or hollering. I'm around 20 years old, and I don't even want to. I wouldn't ever want to do this show because one, they don't pay enough for all that crap, and it's too embarrassing. And two, it sticks around forever, and it'll help you. It'll stop you from getting bigger jobs and stuff like that. So that's just my opinion. So Natalie shows the boys fan videos of what the fans want to see from this season. This is what I mean why Natalie don't know what she's doing with producing. When I seen her post that, I remember when she posted that on Instagram when she was just like, hey bad boy fans, I want all of you guys to film a video to say what you want to see on this season. When I seen that, I was like, okay, this season's gonna be trash. Because if you don't know what to do already with this season in the middle of production or right before production starts, you got it fucked up. Because it's like you should already kind of know like what to put on and stuff. Like you get what I'm saying? So all the boys, they start showing the videos and stuff. Some of the boys was like, a bad boy, stands out from that crowd. A bad boy does this. A bad boy does that. They just start showing all these boys or whatever, and a girl in the video too. And all of the bad boys and stuff, is like, I don't give a fuck what that little tiny brain bitch, tiny bitch nigga gotta say on the TV. Like he's gonna be watching me. Like da 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 da. He's gonna be watching me. Da 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 da. You know how I gotta do. So they're all talking crap about the boys that they see on the screen, right? The whole time they're showing the videos, I cringe because it's so corny. It's corny as hell. It's corny as F. Because it's like, what's the point of that? My whole thing is a real reality show. There's a thing called a fourth wall. From y'all don't know. A fourth wall is like us seeing producers a lot. To me, that's breaking the fourth wall because we shouldn't have to see Natalie in every shot, her trying to back up out the camera. Every time they fight, it's her. Like we don't see you, Natalie. We see your big ass chin in the background, girl. Like we see you, Natalie. We see each other. Like we see your big ass chin. Like she backing up from the corner. We see security every 2 shots. That to me is breaking the fourth wall. Zeus needs to do better with that because they keep breaking the fourth wall. You get what I'm saying? A real reality show to me, the fourth wall doesn't get broken unless it deals with the storyline. Like certain shows, there was some lady on the Real Housewives type shit, right? She kept saying bravo, 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 because it was on Bravo TV. When she says bravo, 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 they got to cut because you're breaking the fourth wall. You saying what network we're filming the show in. So it's like when we keep seeing production, we keep seeing security, it's kind of like, what the hell? Like it's breaking the fourth wall. So we seeing fans saying what they want to see on the show. you breaking the fifth wall at that point. Like it's so cringy. It was so annoying. So after that, Glitter was like, some of you hoes, you feel me, like y'all not giving, like da 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 da. Like I think some of y'all niggas, y'all not gonna do that, and then y'all not go and then y'all not y'all not go like he was just doing all of that. So Milan's like, who you think isn't giving? So he's like, I think these two niggas right here, Curtis and Mullah, I don't think them niggas giving, like so then Mullah steps up, right? His bitch ass. He steps up. He's just like, so here's my thing. It's gonna be straight pussy. We straight pussy over here. No dicks. Straight team pussy. No dicks. And this is what I think. Milan to me is. I said Milan. Mulan to me is number one example of DL because it's like, why do you care so much, and why are you trying to make it so separated as if you guys are playing Survivor? You guys are not going to vote each other off. This isn't teams. You feel me? This isn't a competition reality show. I guess he thought it was a competition reality show too. And then his freaking DLS had the nerve to quote, "Do we have a problem?" If y'all don't know, "Do we have a problem?" released the same day as the first day of filming of Bad Boys Club. That's why on the first episode, Anthony kept saying, "Do we have a problem? Do we have a problem? Do we have a problem?" That's why Mullah said it too. He was talking about, "Do we have a problem?" He said that in his little thing or whatever, right? And then he also said in his confessionals, he was like, "Oh, he's not ashamed of gay people or whatever because in the prison he couldn't run from that lifestyle." So I'm like, okay, if that's the case, why is this such a shock to you? Because I know you being in prison, you've seen all through that. Like you couldn't leave. Here you could leave. You could go home. You chose to come here. In prison, you couldn't leave. You get what I'm saying? So it's like if you were so uncomfortable, you shouldn't have came up on the show to begin with, because that's most of the fan base of these type of shows. Like, what do you think you were signing up for? That's what pisses me off about Moonlight, because it's like it'd be one thing if he signed up for, like, let's say, I gotta think something, the real world, and they just put a whole bunch of gay niggas and two straight niggas. Then you kind of be like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? But it's Bad Boys Club. Bad Boys Club, a spinoff of Bad Girls Club. Come on now, like you gotta think. And then after that, Natalie ends up making them like a doing like a cheers or whatever. So they all get together. You know, Natalie, she loves to do a cheers for every episode since Bad Girls Club, the first episode of Bad Girls Club All-Star Battles. I said she loves to do her champagne cheers. She fills up all the guys. She's like, cheers, guys, to Bad Boys LA. Yay! There's a cheers. You know, Natalie, her fake ass. She, yay, cheersing, right? So then after the cheersing, Mullah is like, okay, this over here is team straight. He still keep going. This is why I say he DL trade, because it's like, why do you care so much, and why you make it such a gay versus straight thing? Like, it's making you look very suspect. It's getting very suspect. Even Carry On said in his confession, he was like, suspect, because it's like, it very much is, right? So he's like, oh, team straight over here, and then team gay over here, Carry On. So you gonna have to pick a side. You feel me? This is no. I'm gonna do Mullah's real voice. This is Mullah's real voice, right? He'd be like, "Welcome to Power 105. You know, it's me, Mullah Mo, in the motherfucking business. We talking talk money, nothing else. We talking sexuality, nothing else. You gonna have to tell me if you straight or if you gay. You feel me? That's what we talking about right now. So you gonna have to pick a side." He might as well have did the whole DJ spiel at that point, because it's like he was hosting, like he was separating people for hosting of a party. He's like, "You gonna pick a team? You gonna pick a team straight, or you gonna pick a team gay, or whatever, right?" So then after that, Carry On's like, "Oh, like you acting a little weird for me, my dude. This like the third time you asked me, my dude. That's a little weird." Which is it is a little weird, because it's like, why is that any of your business? Like, do you want to sleep with him? Do you want to mess with him? And all that type of stuff. And his excuse, right? He said Carry On, he feels like Carry On is being sneaky. How is he being sneaky when, one, you haven't, this is your first time meeting, you don't know him from a can of paint, you don't plan to get in a relationship with him, you don't plan to sleep with him? So how is he being sneaky? Sneaky would have been if you were interested in him and he was lying to you of the answer that he wouldn't answer if he was straight or gay or whatever. Then that to me is sneaky, because you're not answering it and I'm interested in you. That's sneaky. You get what I'm saying? Both of you guys are strangers and y'all living in a house together cohabitating. That's not sneaky. That's what just didn't make sense to me. Like, Mullah just kept contradicting himself and he just didn't make any sense, right? So then Curtis gets mad because Anthony was drunk as hell too this whole episode. Anthony kept talking during the whole time that they was trying to get Carry On to give like a firm answer, which we never got an answer on any of it or whatever, right? Trying to get like an answer on if he's gay or whatever, right? So he's like trying to see and stuff. So then Anthony starts getting drunk and starts talking and getting his way. So Curtis is just like, oh, like he was like, you gonna have to stop talking. Like we let you talk this whole time, bro. Like let this man talk, let this man talk, let this man talk. He was like, with your Miami Vice shirt on. That was funny. So you get 1 point for Curtis. We keep it draw. 1 point for Curtis. 1 point for Curtis. 1 point for Team Straight. You feel me? 1 point for Team Straight. So yeah. So I'm like, oh, it's getting spicy, right? So then Darrell got Mullah's ass real good in the confessionals. Cause you know what he said? He was like, you contradicted yourself with that quote, the talk money, nothing else, because all you really talk about is Quran sexuality, which is true. So that's why from now on, talk sexuality, nothing else. That's all we talking about. That's all. That's Mullah's new name. So talk sexuality, nothing else. So TSNE. So it's not TMNE. It's TSNE. Talk sexuality, nothing else. So they start arguing or whatever, and he just keeps hammering Carry on what he is, if he's straight, by blase blase, right? So then Curtis dumbass in the confessionals, this is what he said that irritated me more. This is what I said this show to me is very much triggering. He goes, oh, the reason why he wants to know is because in the confessional, Curtis goes, the reason why it's important for Mullah to know is because he needs to know just in case Carry On is playing with him too much, and he can tell him to stop. You know how dumb he sounded when he said that? I'm like, okay, let's say if he just kept messing with him to the point where he felt uncomfortable. You as a straight man should tell him like, hey, I feel uncomfortable. I don't roll that way. Leave me alone. You get what I'm saying? But you being Mr. Insecure Mullah, that's why you want to know so bad so you can know, to hit him with that DL approach. That's what Mullah is. I peep your game. I met niggas like you before. So it's like, bitch, I peep, like, my nigga, I peep your tea. Like, we get it. Like, we get, like, I know mullahs around the world. Like, I peep mullahs like that. You get what I'm saying? So then after that, Quran and Mullah start going back and forth. He was just like, yeah, that's still weird, bro. You keep asking me, baze. So then they start going back and forth. So then Mullah's just like, oh, you have a problem? Do we have a problem? Da, 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 da. So then he ends up sneaking Quran or whatever, right? He ends up making Quran bleed. I'm not going to lie. Quran didn't really hit him back. To be honest, he did sneak him, but the way Mullah was approaching him, anybody with a fighting mentality, I could already tell he was going to hit him because he was inching in closer. So, like, that should have been a red flag. Like, bitch, square the fuck up because this thing about to hit you. So he ended up, knocking him in his crap. Mouth started bleeding or whatever. Quran's like, we eat those. We eat those. Like them cheeseburgers, we eat those. Yeah, we eat those around here. We eat those around here. He starts going off or whatever, right? The thing is, Karan's the type of crazy. He don't know how to fight, but he'll do some crazy ish in a fight. Like he'll probably be the type to stab you, or he'll be the type to like shank you. Like you get him real mad, he'll be like, "Leave me alone!" Like stab him. Like that's the type of person that I feel like Karan is, because he got like some deep seated issues. So he'll get angry to the point where like he'll shank a motherfucker, but he won't punch him or knock him out. That's what I get. So while this whole thing is going on, right? Gutter starts wrapping up his braids. He started wrapping up his braids and all that stuff. And I love Darrell this episode because he just kept calling them out and they wasn't bucking. Because Darrell was like, okay, like Curtis, like since you want to fight and all this and getting all hot, like, do you want to fight? Do you want to fight? No, Curtis ain't give no answer back. No answer back. They punk it out. They ain't say nothing back, right? During the whole time. Because some people in this episode, they felt like Curtis jumped in. Like they felt like Curtis was trying to jump in and jump Carry On, which it did kind of look like that. Don't get me wrong. Like from the fact that he pushed him, it did look like he was gonna try to like jump in. Plus the fact that he was so team straight, I wouldn't doubt that he was gonna try to jump in if he did get the chance to. So I don't doubt that at all. So Gutter starts wrapping the rainbow braids up. He starts wrapping the rainbow braids up, and next thing you know, Milan ends up sneaking Curtis. Right? He sneaks Curtis. And then Curtis gets mad. He was just like, man, that was some bitch ass shit. That was some bitch ass shit that you did, Curtis, on Milan. That's some bitch ass shit. And to me, I don't think it was bitch ass shit because guess what? Your friend snuck Karan because he didn't tell him to square up. So he ends up sneaking you. That's what you get. To me, that was fair game. That was really, really fair game. And we just keep seeing Natalie in the background playing jigsaw with her chin hiding from the background. Like, girl, we see you, so stop. Like, we see you. And then Moolah dumbass is in the confessional talking about, oh, Milan's a bitch ass punk for jumping for sneaking Curtis. I'm like, you just low key caught what's his name off guard, Karan off guard. Like, you didn't give him like, hey, square up, like I'm about to hit you type stuff. Like, so it's kind of like the same thing. He just did it while he wasn't looking. He was looking, you feel me, but you still didn't tell him like square up. So that's my whole thing. Anthony, and this is what disappointed me. And this is what I mean. If you're gonna defend somebody, know your facts. Anthony in the confessional goes, oh, Karan, why does it matter who he likes or whatever? Karan is non-binary. Is that the right term? And this is when I wanted to just close the app and be like, okay, I'm done with this series. Because it's like, that's so aggravating. No, he's non-binary. Non-binary. Gutta is non-binary. Karan is just bi. That's what he is. He likes girls and niggas. That's what I think. Like, that's it. Non-binary is somebody who likes to dress up as a girl and dress up like a guy who doesn't identify as any sort of sex. They don't identify as a male. They don't identify as a girl. They do both. So they're in the middle, right? That's like a little simple definition of non-binary. Just in case Anthony watches this, just so you know, because that was really cringeworthy and annoying. Because it's like, damn, I get what you was going, but who? So we see Anthony, he starts huffing and puffing. I'm like, this whole time he was huffing and puffing and talking crap. I'm like, I really hope he can fight because he was really, really going off. Like really, really going off. So Anthony gets so mad to the point he was just like, "Hey, yeah, you Curtis, you think you cute or whatever, and then you Moolah, New York ass nigga." That was funny because it's like, you know when you know something that could really irritate somebody. Moolah the type of person, well, talk sexuality, nothing else. He's the type of person where if you mention where they from and like you check them on there, be like, you New York ass nigga, like they get mad because they feel like, oh, you disrespecting my hood. So like Anthony kind of peeped that and was like, you New York ass boy, like what you gonna do? What you gonna do? So that was kind of funny because the moment he said that, Mullah's like, don't talk sexuality, nothing else is like, don't play with me, bro. Don't play with me, yeah. Don't get play with me. So props up, 1 point for Team Gay for Anthony, 1 point for him, 1 point for him. I'm keeping score. So we got 1 point for Curtis, 1 point for Anthony. So then Gutta was talking crap the whole time. He was really, really mad. Whole time going off. And when Anthony threw the drink at Curtis, I guess some of the drink got in the security's eyes, right? So like I said in my previous review, I could tell the security has less patience for, of course, this show because it's a bunch of gay dudes fighting on there than they would have on Johnson's Cabaret because it's a bunch of girls. So security, I guess, probably got mad and they went to Lamel and complained to him because when they went to Lamel and complained to him, Lamel, we see him come out. Of course, his face is blurred, but we know it's him because we hear his voice. They blur out his face or whatever and stuff. And then he was just like, you guys, like you guys can't fight for the night. You guys are going to calm down. You guys, this is how Lamel told you guys are going to calm down. It's going to be very straight. You feel me? Like, we're not going to fight for the rest of the night, guys. All right, we got it. You're going to stop. Anthony, you cool, my dude? All right, we cool. All right. Gutta, you're going to calm down? Yeah? All right. Moolah, talk sexuality, nothing else. That's all we're talking, sexuality. We're going to calm down. Yeah? All right. So he's calming all down. Now he's just like, guys, you guys need to calm down. Please calm down. She's producing basically on camera. This is stuff you should get behind the camera and be like, hey, relax. I need to calm this down. Go back in the scene, right? That's what real productions do. But y'all know what Zeus. I'm just saying, hire me, Zeus. I can really help y'all out. I'm just saying. But Natalie's producing on camera or whatever. And then thank God for this producer. They didn't show his face. He stepped in. He was just like, okay, this series isn't going to be like straight versus gay. Like, this is not what we made this for. Thank you to put that, like, to make that point, because that's what it seemed like this series was going to go down had they not made that clear that they're not going to do that. Next thing you know, Natalie goes on this Nobel speech prize. She's just like, my season had the first season of an LGBT person on there. Florina. She got hit by somebody and slung across a pool because of that. So I know what I'm talking about. So I was going off buzz it. All my BGC historians, is that true? Was Flo actually the first LGBT girl casted? Because I could have sworn it was somebody on season 3 that was, but I might be wrong. But let me know if Natalie was actually right in the comments. So Gutter starts going off. She starts getting mad. Not gonna lie, he was looking crazy because his veins started popping out, the braids was up, so he was looking crazy. But I was feeling what he was saying because he was just like, "Oh, if anybody got any problem or whatever, let's fight, let's fight, let's fight. Like if y'all got any issues, let's fight. Just because of that whole gay thing, let's fight, let's fight, let's fight." What Gutter said that was funny. He was like, "Oh, it's giving Wizards of Waverly Place." That was funny. Another point for Team Gay. Since it's Team Straight versus Team Gay, we're gonna keep points. We're gonna keep points. We're gonna keep tally. We're gonna keep tally, right? So Karan starts giving speech about how niggas is nosy. He was like, so since niggas want to be nosy and niggas wanted to play weird, I don't fuck with nobody in this house because I think everybody here is just weird. You could tell Karan just looking deep in his eyes, like he really got deep-seated issues. And this isn't the show for him. He needed to go on a show where he could get like therapy, whatever. Like this toxic ass environment with fighting and slinging drinks and all this type of stuff. Like this ain't the show for him. So Karan, right, and talk sexuality and nothing else, they start going at each other. They start going at each other. They start going at each other. So he was just like, so you ready for round 2? Talk sexuality is just like, we could go again, my dude. Power 105, we could go again every round 2. You feel me? We could go one more time. So they start going back and forth. They start going back and forth. They didn't end up getting into each other because, of course, Lamel's there. He's just like, you guys are gonna calm down. You guys we're not fighting again today, guys. You guys are gonna relax. So yeah, and now it basically ends the episode. Like I said, it was triggering as hell to me because of talk sexuality, nothing else. Was just being a hypocrite, and he was just saying dumb stuff and contradicting himself. And the next episode, we see a preview. They tried to make it seem like they was trying to fight. They was gonna fight at the bowling alley, while it's really the baby versus Danny Lee's brother. So it's like we see that all happening in the next episode. And y'all already know I broke that on this channel or whatever, that we was gonna see the baby versus Danny Lee's brother on the next episode. Of course, they blurred out their faces. So yeah, let me know what y'all thought about this episode. Y'all be nice in the comments. Don't be going back and forth. I already know y'all finna go in because some people have differences of opinions. They agree with talk sexuality, nothing else, and then they agree with carry on not giving an answer and basically saying it's none of your business, to be honest, unless you want to sleep with the nigga. That's what I think. So yeah, let me know what y'all think and leave your comments down below.